Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pushing Media Podcast, episode 5. This isn't my fault. It wasn't Nando's. It was Discord.
It's all his fault, fam. It's all his fault.
100% it was Discord's fault this time. I was back to my Nando's with 5 minutes to spare. But nevertheless, welcome to today's episode, guys. Episode 5, as I said, and we're joined by a special guest. You've been missing a little bit lately.
Yeah, bro. I've been gone. I've just been gone. Just doing my thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, I respect it. I was gonna say because
Connor's over party.
Yeah, Connor is over party. Your nice forehead. Thanks, bro. It's a nice cut. It's a lovely cut. So you were supposed to come back on the 1st of January in 2020. Am I correct?
Indeed I was. That is in my Twitter name and all that. I just haven't changed it.
I mean, I'm guessing that's still when you're gonna make your full return, but as of now, you're just coming on right now to.
Literally, mate. Probably now just odd tweet here and there, reply to people, say hello to some people, whatever, see how everyone's diddling on. But besides that, yeah, mate, to be honest.
Oh, I love that. And of course, before we get into this episode, we're going to give a shout out to Socially Esports. There you go, Jamie, Mr. Forehead. Thank you guys for powering this podcast as always. And also shout out to the Pushing Media team. Everybody but Cryossi doing amazing work.
Big up, everyone.
So, I mean, first off, welcome back, Sam.
Thank you. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I have missed being on Twitter, etc. Being in the Twitter community, I guess you'd call it. It has been. It's left a gap, but it's also been very good to do my own thing and just chill from it all.
Yeah, I mean, now back in that time when you before you started to move away from the scene. Obviously, me and you, we spoke. We were good friends. Yeah. You was in Future. I gave you some advice on what to do, and you took the advice on to sort of take your break from Twitter. But what was your sort of thought process like? Because dealing with mental health, it's not an easy thing to deal with. Obviously, with anxiety, the constant worry of wanting to be liked or people judging, etc. So obviously, before you went, where was your head sort of at?
Before, oh wow, mate. Everyone's strapping. It's about to get deep. So I felt lost. I didn't know what was what. I was constantly, literally, I'd scroll through Twitter for about 20 minutes, cut to something else for maybe 30 seconds, and then start scrolling through the same shit I just read. And then kept on just doing it. And then it just got to a point where I just felt like I was wasting my time. I felt like I just felt like I wasn't myself. I wasn't there, I was doing stupid shit. I was thinking of stupid shit, and I can't swear, can't I?
Yeah,
calm. And I don't know. It was, and I'd message certain people, whatever people that I guess I always spoke to, or whatever. And when I don't know, I just felt like being alone and what I was doing, where I wasn't really talking to many people. I didn't really want to talk to many people because anytime I would, I don't know. I just secluded myself. Is that the word? Secluded.
Yeah.
I just kind of took myself away from everyone and was just on my ones and just constantly overthinking, thinking of too much stuff, and it just caused a very unhealthy cycle and just ruined everything, I guess.
Yeah. So, how long would you say that you've been dealing with mental health or your own issues in your mind?
A long time, mate. Probably year 8, 9, but I didn't really understand. I just thought, I'm just having an off week, off day, off couple of days, or whatever it was. And then as soon as I got probably 16, 17, when I went into, I'd go into college. Yeah, when I went into college, that's when my teacher and my tutor and that was getting like me involved with like the counselling, etc. And then the counselling just explained what was happening, and he explained everything in my mind better than I could ever understand it or try to explain, which really blew my mind. And then from then I just got an understanding of what was going on. So
do you say that like the counselling helped sort of?
Yeah, 100%. But that's the thing. I got really lucky because there is a lot of counsellors that are idiots. They're absolute idiots. Like my mum and my dad and sister have had counselling, and their counsellors were arseholes. But I got a really, really good one. Like when I'd go in there, it just feel like it was a half an hour lesson on just talking about stuff, talking about life, and just talking about what was going on. And it was probably the best thing that I've ever done.
I respect that. obviously, not, as you said, not a lot of people are fortunate, you know, to have those sort of opportunities or chances to sort of get it off their chest and, you know, widely talk about it. And obviously, within this community, you do get judged a lot. I mean, the slightest thing can just spiral out of control, as we've seen in the past.
It can.
And I mean, stuff essentially gets to you. But in your mind, and for the viewers, for people that, you know, are struggling with mental health, how would you explain it to them? So, in your sense, because a lot of people still don't understand what mental health is, and, you know, the struggles of the day-to-day, you know, basis of mental health. So, in your like description, how could you describe that to people?
Oh, that's a really good fucking question. It's hard to explain what mental health is. Because everyone has this. Everyone has their own issues, but it just falls underneath the same bracket, you know. So like if someone's having panic attacks or whatever, that obviously anxiety, it's I don't know. It's really hard because it's like you're having your own issues, but you can never explain it. You can never like truly explain what is going on in your head or how you feel. It's just you feel it, and then I don't know. That's really hard to just like.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? What I usually say is, if you're going through it, you understand. But trying to explain it to someone that's never dealt with it is really hard to explain and understand. Like, I still don't really know how to explain it, to be honest with you. I just either say, I'm going through a time where my anxiety is high, or I'm just feeling really like low and depressed. And then I'll just leave it at that. And then I try to deal with it myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah. 100%. Would you say there was a certain point in your life that sort of triggered it or caused, you know, all this to come on? That can be back when you first started, or even now.
Loads, mate. Just obviously school wasn't a good situation. You know, just the normal bullshit, just bullying. Because obviously, I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big guy, so and I used to be way bigger. So I'd get the shit ripped out of me for that. I'd get the shit ripped out of me for many, many things. And then obviously shit before that to do with family or just self confidence wise. Loads of stuff, mate. And I guess if you don't talk about it or have an outlet for it, it just builds up and builds up. And then one day it still falls down. And then, you know what I mean? It's no going up no more. It's just going straight down.
We did try to get a few of your tweets before you went, but you have cleared your Twitter.
Yeah, I do apologise.
That's all good. Obviously, before you went, you know, you was expressing your feelings a lot on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
You was being very vocal with it, which obviously is why we've called you on, because we know that, you know, you're happy to talk about these sort of situations.
Yeah.
So, some people just like to close it up and keep it in. Sometimes it's good for that person, sometimes it's not. But obviously, we came to you because you got your comeback. You essentially done the right thing. You took your break off social media. You put yourself in a position where you haven't got to read the day-to-day bullshit and, you know, the day-to-day sort of, what's the word? The sort of judgment from other people towards yourself or to whatever you see. So obviously taking yourself off social media, how would you say that's improved?
Mate, it's given me I feel like I'm a completely new person. And that's going to sound so fucking stupid. But from going every single day, 12 plus hours every day, scrolling through Twitter, Instagram, social media, being consumed by it.
Yeah.
And then just slowly getting myself off it. Or I just deleted the app, really, and just kind of threw my phone to the side and just enjoyed normal day shit, whether that was taking my dog for a walk or obviously for me, going to the gym. I'd go to the gym 8-ish in the morning and eat right and just have my priorities straight. I feel like all this time I've been sat on social media, I've had my priorities straight. So I was looking for a job. I managed to bag myself work. So whenever my boss called me, I was working, or if my dad had any work, I'll do that. And just filling my time with stuff that I actually need to focus on, as obviously 18 and that, and I'm not in college, so I've got to get a job. I've got to start doing all that shit. So I kind of just thought of that and being able to support my family. So I was like, well, attempting to obviously make money and start to support myself and my family. Because let's be real, I'm not making anything of social media. So I was just wasting my time. And I just thought, fuck it, threw the phone and that aside. And I just feel like I know what I need to do and also want to do now fully. Like before, I thought I wanted to be a streamer or whatever. That's not really my thing. I know I want to. Yeah, I don't know. Just cut it short of. I don't know. Just know what I want to do. My priorities straight, and now I understand how toxic place social media is, especially Twitter. Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone that I've made friends with through Twitter, I fucking love everyone. Everyone's my bros, and people know, especially like you. Me and you are close, and I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And just scrolling through Twitter every other day, or it would be like once a week, maybe at the max. Just seeing how toxic it is, it just literally kill my vibe. Like, I'll go on it for maybe 5 minutes just to see what's happening. And I'll be like, fucking hell, mate. What is this? Like, and also taking a break as well has allowed me to, like, I'll just see the way some people are tweeting, and I'll just think in my head, you need a break. You generally do need a break. You know what I mean?
Visualize it in a different way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's taking yourself out of that position and having an outsider's look on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Would you say it was hard to take yourself away?
Oh, yeah, mate.
You was very heavily on social media.
Yeah,
Instagram,
mate.
Snapchat, Twitter.
My life.
Really into social media.
Mate, it was all I did. Sleep, breathe, fucking whatever. Whatever I do, my phone would be on my hand, or...
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's all I did was social media. I'd constantly be checking my phone like every 30 seconds if I was in my... Like, even I'll be sat watching YouTube and I'll just be still looking at social media. I wouldn't be able to just do one thing. It's so toxic. It's so bad. So bad.
Would you say that you've always known, like, not to fix yourself, I don't want to use that word, but how to better yourself in your mind? Would you say that you've known, like, you had to do that for a while, but was it more of the point of you just couldn't because, you know, you were so attached to it and you felt like you needed it to sort of not survive, but to keep on just your day-to-day basis of life and just to keep it going? Would you say that it became too much of a routine to sort of move away and try and better yourself, even though you know you had to?
100%, mate. Yeah. Anytime I was all right, I'm going to take today off Twitter, within an hour, I'll be like, yeah, I fucking can't. You know what I mean? It's all I did, mate. That was my entertainment. That was everything. And then I've obviously, I go out all the time now. So I've started actually going outside, enjoying my time with my friends as much as I can, and just do whatever that's not really social. So obviously I'm still on Snapchat, etc., to obviously keep in touch with people, but I don't know. I just got so much more time in the day. That's another thing. Social media takes out all your time, and you don't realize how much time you actually have in a day until you're off socials. Like, it's mad.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? Connor.
My back.
Hello? Yeah, hello.
Okay, there we go. Apologies.
That's a big oof.
The Discord is playing up.
Oh dear.
Okay, we're back.
Hello, I think we are. Big F in chat.
Big F in the chat, bro. Am I on froze yet, Jamie?
Oh dear. This is a bit awkward still. How's everyone doing today? How has everyone been? Hiya. Mikey. I love you all too. That's good, Ramsey. Oh, you're off college, mate. Lovely stuff. Who doesn't love a little bit of a? Who doesn't love a bit of a break off college? Sam, you big donkey. Lovely stuff. How you doing, Bradley? Johnny, you're shit at Fortnite. With regards to coming off socials, how much spare time did you have, mate? Wow. Literally so much. It's not even funny. I'd wake up, lay there on my phone for like an hour on my phone, rather than going on my phone straight away. I'll get up, get ready, go gym, and just do shit, you know? Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. I feel like there's productive use of your phone, and then there's none. So obviously, I'd be on my phone to, if I got a text or message, if I'd answer that, or to change music if I was at the gym or some shit. But so much more time, and I realised I have so much more time, you know, to help the family out and shit. Shit, Fortnite 1v1 me, scrub. Mate, I haven't played the game in months, and I'll still do you in. We love you, Sam. We do. We love you. So, hey, love that hyper, brother. I appreciate you.
Am I back?
Hello, sir. Your camera is not loading though. You may need to select it again in the settings.
Oh yes, that is the one. Good.
Did you stop playing games too? Yeah, mate. I haven't. Literally, my PlayStation's on my TV. The only game I've played in the last my break was in October, so I've played COD once or twice, but and I've played Fortnite once, but for the most part, the only game I've played recently in the last week is GTA, the story. I don't have any PSN or nothing. I just sit there and play GTA, the story. All I do. Just been bumming that out. How long did you take a break for? It was around mid-October, between mid and late October. My man is interviewing himself. Yeah, trust me. How has it been waking up in the morning now been to when you were down? Like, do you feel like it's something? Yeah, bro. I feel like when I get up, I don't like think, oh, fuck, another day feeling like this. I wake up with, so I've got a list on my door. Well, I need to make a new one, but I did have a list on my door. So I'd wake up and like a to-do list. So I'd wake up, see that I'd go gym, and do many, many other things. And I'll just get that done. I feel like I set myself little goals. So I feel good when I do eventually, obviously, achieve those goals. Favorite breed of squirrel? The light bulb.
Yo.
Hello.
The camera doesn't want to come on, so we're just gonna continue without the my camera for some reason.
Okay, sir.
Completely playing it, but yeah, where was we? Were talking about you and social media, I believe. So your break off social media cleared your head. What would you say in that time helped you? Did you get a focus? As in, did you start to go to the gym? Did you, get a job? Anything else? Like, what in particular really helped?
So, firstly, I started, obviously, like I just said, setting myself a to-do list for every day. So whether that was wake up at 7 in the morning, go gym, come home, do like the cleaning for my mum or dad or whatever, you know what I mean? So like clean the kitchen or whatever, do that shit. And then whether that was, because I did stream for a while before I take a break. So whether that was stream for an hour or two, and then obviously when I started getting more work from, obviously whenever my boss needs me, he'll call me in. So I'll do work. Let's say some weeks I'll work a full week, 3 days out of the week I'll work the full weekend or whatever. So like this week I'm working Friday to Sunday. So it really varies. But for the most part, I've got myself in a routine and I have like a to-do list. So set myself small goals throughout the day to achieve.
Is that frozen? The camera is frozen. Jesus Christ.
Mate, you already know you're getting sent screenshots right now.
I tried to get a little fix, but oh well. We we can just have a frozen Connor Mez for the rest of the stream.
Love that. Everyone loves that.
Yeah. So if you was to sort of, give advice to people that are going through it that don't want to, sort of admit or try and help themselves, would you say that getting a focus then is really like a must do in a sense?
100%. Having goals and everything like that, and setting yourself actual tasks, and it is 100% something that is needed. A routine, keeping your mind busy.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. I'm just getting absolutely.
You're being absolutely rinsed here, sir.
We do love the good old best no blinking player of all time. I mean, yeah. Obviously, stream. Thanks for throwing your questions, Sam, as well. If you do have any more, if there's stuff that you want to know, etc., then feel free to drop them in as we go along. So the return.
Yes, sir.
1st of January 2020. Would you say that your mindset is now a lot better than it was coming back, or would you say you're sort of in the same place, but you're just mentally feeling ready?
Mate, my mindset's changed. Like, I know the amount of time I need to be spending on social media and what I need to be doing. So this time around, when I do come back and obviously I'll start doing whatever I'm going to do, I'm not going to be sat there scrolling through Twitter, like mindlessly just wasting my time. I'm going to do what I actually need to do and then go on social media whenever I have the time, and realize that what I need to be doing is way more fucking important than going through the same timeline I have 50,000 times. You know what I mean? Connor. Lovely stuff.
Hello,
No.
my Discord is so broken.
It is indeed, sir.
Jesus Christ, I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I did catch all of that. I put you on the stream. So is there any sort of plans for the return for when you come back? As in, you're going to be focusing on streaming, or you're going to go back to video editing?
So obviously I'll still be doing the video editing on the side, just for extra money. And I do still love editing content. Oh, what are you back? Wait, yeah, we are. Wait.
Let's go.
Obviously still going to be doing the video editing, but my main focus, I think, is obviously going to be getting the fitness video thingy out, like the fitness body change video. Then once I've done that, I'm just going to start making lifestyle content, and because that's the content I've always wanted to make. Like, Insomnia, when we did the Radiant Trivia, like me and the people that were in the first one or whatever. Was it the first one? I can't remember. But just like that sort of energy and type of content is my favorite, and I've always wanted to make it. So I'll do that with also fitness stuff as well. Just whatever really comes after. And another thing, I'm not really looking too far into it. I'm just going to take every day as it comes and just go with the flow and just enjoy doing what I want to do, you know?
Yeah. Would you say that in your own mind, obviously with what you've been dealing with, is there a certain bit of worry to come back and, to sort of get back into the Twitter life and the social media life, and to, essentially get back into the video editing, doing all that? Would you say there's a worry in your mind about, this relapsing or happening again? Or would you say that where you are now, you just can't see that happening again? Like, because you've took a lot of time out to, deal with this and beat this. And obviously I respect it. We've been talking away from Twitter and obviously on Snapchat, and you seem in a much better place yourself from what you was before, when you used to be on The Future, when you used to be in this scene. So would you say that coming back, is there a sort of worry in your mind that this can happen again, or you just sort of just getting rid of that, blocking it out, and just going for it?
Yeah, no, obviously there's always, like, I'm always everyone has their down days, right? So that's what I've got to realize. Some days it just may not be my day. It just may be a bad day, bad week, whatever. But I've always just got to like push that beyond and be like, tomorrow's a new day, and all that. But I'm not going to let myself slip back into it. Obviously it's possible, but I'm not going to, because I now know how to keep myself out of that. And by getting in a routine and fitting what I want to be able to do in a routine, whether that's when I do come back uploading 2 times a week or whenever I can, just making sure that I'm always busy. I'm not just sat in my chair looking at my wall thinking, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
So I don't see that happening again. I'm not going to let it happen again, because that's not somewhere, you want to be. That's not somewhere where you're going to make something out of what you want to do in that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I get it. Jamie put in the chat, are you going to limit how much time you spend on social? So I'm guessing when you come back, are you gonna, carry on with how you used to be, or are you gonna sort of 5 hours here, 3 hours there, etc.?
I've always got tabs open, like Twitter tabs and that. Well, just basically Twitter. I've always got Twitter open, but the only time I'll allow myself to go on it is obviously once I've done what I need to do, and that's it really. I'm going to try to stay off it as much as possible. So limiting myself heavily.
Would you say it was easy for you to come out and talk about, what you was dealing with, or do you, in your own mind, take what would you think to say? Because obviously we spoke about, how you was on Twitter, etc., and how the tweets you were sending out and stuff like that. Would you say that took you sort of a while to sort of emerge, or was you just like ready to talk about it? Because there's a lot of people, in this community, in this world, that don't want to talk about mental health because it scares them. They don't know what it is. They don't know how to go about it, etc. So would you say that it was easy for you to talk about, or?
I've always been quite an open person. If me talking about what's going on in my head or what's up, if it helps someone else, I'll more than happily talk about it. I've always really been kind of open. As soon as I kind of like started understanding what was happening and all that stuff, like what was going on, I'll say, I've always been quite open. Always trying to help people. If someone can somewhat relate, and just, I don't know, tweeting all my thoughts or whatever on Twitter was literally Just, I don't know, kind of like my way of talking to people. If people wanted to reply, they could. People want to DM me about shit, they could. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of my way of, I don't know, being able to get it out of my head, you know? Obviously, I wouldn't do that, but it didn't really make me feel any better, so I don't know why. But I always felt that urge to be like, I need to tweet something to like get it out of my head and just calm myself down type shit. But it just made me look like a fucking... a really, really, really like miserable person.
Would you say it helped you? Or
50-50. Sometimes it would, sometimes it depends. 90% of the time, me tweeting it just didn't really do nothing. I'd feel good for 5 minutes, but then feel like shit again. So no, not really.
Do you sort of feel when it's coming on? So a turning point would be for me is obviously when you joined me over at Future, you know, you was an ecstatic kid, you was happy, you was ready to go, you was ready to work, and gradually throughout the sort of course of, like, I'm gonna say working with me, so I'm guessing I was bad to work with.
Yeah, no, you were god awful.
Honestly, I sort of gradually watched you manifest into this sort of, you know, mental health battle that you went through and this sort of depression stage that you went through. Do you say you felt it coming along, or was it just something, you know, you woke up one day and it was like a snap at like a Thanos snap, and you was just, I'm miserable?
Yeah, literally, mate. I had that feeling, like 2017, like around, well, when my dog died in March or whatever. Like, I was fine. I was like, yeah, unfortunately he did pass away, whatever, but it is what it was. And I was like just still troopering on doing what I was doing. And I woke up one day and I was like, fucking hell, why do I feel like this? I feel like I've just woke up down, but there's no reason for it. Yeah. And then I just felt like that and just didn't really talk about it because I thought it was just like a phase. And then it just progressively got worse and worse and worse. So in a way, yeah, but I just didn't know. I didn't really talk out about it until a couple of years ago, like, until it was like getting proper bad.
Yeah. Jamie asked in the chat, who did you first go to when you knew you were struggling? So was there sort of a turning person that you essentially went to, family member, i.e. to talk about it, or did you keep it in?
My mum and dad have only really found out about it in the last year and a bit.
Yeah.
As soon as I started counselling, obviously that's when they found out about it.
Yeah.
But I've never really told anyone in my family. Like, literally, I just started tweeting shit. I didn't really tell anyone until the main person I have been speaking to, and was Frenchie, like Guru Frenchie or whatever.
Yeah.
He'd be there on FaceTime and he'd just sit there and talk to me and just help me, and I'm fucking grateful for him. Like, loads of people, everyone that's close to me that I consider like family, like Grizz, obviously you, Bean, Nova, and loads of people. So sorry, don't get pissed off. I forgot you. Loads and loads of people, like Shep. Oh mate, loads of people, loads and loads of people I've spoke to here and there. But here and there. I'll speak to people on Twitter about it, but for the most part, I just kind of kept it as like it's my thing. So I thought, I was worried people wouldn't understand, and like this is a worry that everyone goes through, you know, that no, everyone feels like that people won't understand and won't get what they're going through and just think, oh, fucking man up. Because I've had that so many times where I'm sat there and I think these people are my friend, like, and I'm kind of, it's just very hard to open up. And I'm opening up, talking to you about it, and I'm just getting told, you're doing it for attention. You're doing it for likes, doing it for this, doing it for that. And it just makes that person close up. And that happened to me a couple of times, and I just never really spoke out about it.
Did that sort of make you feel worse when that happened? So,
yeah.
Obviously, just supposedly friends or friend just turns around and be like, man up, it's, you're just being a baby, etc. Was that sort of like made you worse in your head?
100%, 1,000,000% makes it. It kind of made me feel like another thing he said was there's actually people that are struggling and you're taking the attention away from them.
Yeah.
And that proper made me feel self-conscious. Like I have it now where if I'm chatting to someone about it that's asked me about it, I'll kind of feel like I'm pushing my shit onto them and I'm talking too much about myself. Yeah. So hence why I've never really spoke about it, because I'd rather sit there and help someone else despite how bad my head is that day, I'd rather sit there and help someone else and just completely forget about my shit. So that didn't help at all.
Where would you say your mental health more stems from? Would you say it's like anxiety or self-confidence, etc., or is it just so where would you say that the main trigger for you of like mental health is? Would you say it's like self-confidence, anxiety, or is it all like a bit of a pick and mix?
It started off with anxiety heavily, like mad social anxiety. It got to the point where my mates would ask me to go out and I wouldn't. Yeah,
so
that's where it started.
People, not like social media, so
yeah, that's probably where it started. Like, I don't know, just the whole point, I don't know, the whole idea, what people think about me / if people chat shit about me, that's what proper started triggering the anxiety and the overthinking and just everything in my head.
Yeah. Would you say, going on from anxiety, what else would you say that you've dealt with personally?
Obviously depression, that's one. I don't know, just I feel like mainly just those two, just anxiety and depression. But yeah, that's the only two that I've properly spoke to. Like, that's the only thing that counsellor said that I had. So I'm not going to speak too much on other stuff or whatever. But those two are the only ones that are definitely that I've been told that I've been fighting or whatever. Like, so yeah.
It's Power Code said, did you sleep a lot and had no energy?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It depends. It depends on which one it was. If it was like anxiety, I wouldn't sleep at all. And then if it was depression, all I'd want to do is sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't talk to it. Like, literally, I'll go days without, like, the only time I come out of a room was to piss and shower. That's literally it. I wouldn't go downstairs, talk to no one. I'd literally sit in my room and just sleep or watch YouTube. The only thing I'd do.
Now, coming back, obviously, in the new year, you're going to be returning to social media. You're hitting the gym, you've got a job, you seem much better in yourself. So if you could sort of describe from where you was to now in a word, sentence, etc., how would you say that?
I just feel like I'm a new and improved Sam, I guess. Got my head on straight. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say educated. But kind of. I've taught myself, obviously, what is going on and what I need to be focusing on. And I've just got everything, you know what I mean, on straight. And there's only one way to go, and that's forward. Like, I don't know. I've just got it's hard to explain, but I know I've just got a completely new mindset. That's that. I just a new mindset on. I'm just gonna be focusing on one thing. I'm not gonna be doing what I always used to do and worrying about others. It's me, just me. I'm focusing on me, putting myself first. You know what I mean? It's just that sort of stuff.
Yeah. How important was it to you that you took the time out to learn about the mental health? So obviously, as I said, a lot of people, they don't understand what mental health is. They don't understand the stuff that they're going through. So the stuff that you was battling and going through, obviously, you had the counsellor spoke to you about, etc. Was there extra research done on your behalf to, taking the time out and reading up on it, and obviously, so sort of trying to get closure and to see exactly what you can do to sort of push forward and help yourself?
Oh yeah, of course. I was constantly Googling stuff, but sometimes that could be the worst thing to do. But I was obviously looking up on Google on what it was and like coping mechanisms, whatever the fuck the word is, just learning how to deal with it and, you know what I mean, get on with everything. That's the only time would research anything really. But for the most part, the counsellor taught me literally everything.
Who do you look forward to now? What do you look forward to now you're in this mindset? So moving forward,
everything, mate. Looking forward for everything. Every opportunity that gets thrown my way, I'm excited to hit it hard, and work hard, and just progress and get to where hopefully I'm meant to be. And hopefully I can make something out of making content or editing or whatever I'm gonna do. And I'm excited for everything. I wake up thinking, yes, you know what I'm saying? And Connor's gone. I wake up thinking, I just wake up thinking I'm excited to do everything. I'm excited to do this, that, and you know what I mean? We be attending LAN events to chill with friends, etc. Big step. Oh, mate, I went to Insomnia last year, the one in April. I can't remember. I60. I can't remember which one it was, but that completely opened my mind, and really, it was a very, very big like step for me. Like anxiety wise, this is the big first step that I did that really, really helped. And that was going to an event, socializing with everyone, meeting people that I've been speaking to over the screen for years. Like Nova was one of them, Brad, like loads and loads of people. And I met some of my closest people that I think I'll be friends with for a long, long time, you know. And I'm going to be going to this Insomnia in April. Hopefully. I'm so excited, and I'm going there with a new mindset of I'm actually going to go there and have fun and not give two fucks about what everyone's thinking of me in terms of always fat, always this, is that. Like obviously no one was in the first place, but obviously there's always that. So I'm excited to go there and be like, and just fully enjoy my time and just stress free, you know, like a mini holiday, if you will.
Would you say that you've missed out on opportunities because you was dealing with this?
Oh, 100%. Like so many editing clients that were really good for me that I just fucking didn't do nothing. I would wake up and I'd be like, fucking hell, I've got to edit this. I can't be asked. Yeah. And I was just in that mindset of forcing myself. So then I wouldn't put my all into the work. I'd rush it. I'd be like, oh, I don't care if this, like something would fuck up. I'd be like, oh, well, you know what I mean? And I've been given loads of opportunities by others, and people put me onto others, and I've made them look like twats as well by being a prick. You know, I've not been rude, but I've just not worked hard, and I've fucked up on bare opportunities. So yeah.
Are you available for work now, or would you say you're officially, starting everything back up on the 1st?
I'd say I'm available for work. Not a lot, but I'll take on a couple bits and pieces here and there, freelance, and then have a couple of set clients if and I'm gonna like discuss like proper, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I got told a lot and I feel like I was running myself low with my pricing. I feel like I could have got a bit more, you know. But for the most part, I'll be taking work.
And how do people contact you for work if needed to be?
My Twitter, or my Twitter really, or email. I don't really check my emails, but Twitter is probably the best place.
So with your fitness, newfound love for the gym, obviously losing weight, etc. You mentioned you have your fitness content coming out at the start of January as well, or in January. Is that something that would you say has kept you sort of occupied to one thing? It's gave you a proper clear headspace, and I mean essentially the gym for a lot of people, it's just a place to go and get rid of anger, get rid of stress. And with your new series, obviously your love for content and what you used to do in the past with content, I mean it really fits hand in hand for you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. What was the question? I zoned out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, so as in like, obviously with your new fitness sort of videos you're gonna start doing in January, and your love for content, I'm saying it sort of goes hand in hand for you, and it's like a big help for you in your mind.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm excited. I'm very excited to be able to film what I want finally. You know. I feel like when I was making content before, I was enjoying it, but I feel like, firstly, let's be real, let's not beat around the bush. 500 subscriber channel, only getting 30, 40 views, maybe 100 if it was an X game, if open an X gamer, or fucking opening the product, or doing like the Scissors Death Run videos. They banged, and I think it was just because I was screaming my head off most of the video. You know, and gaming just got so boring because, sorry if this offends anyone, COD is shit, Fortnite is shit. I haven't played FIFA because last time I played FIFA, I broke a fan. Like, games for me just aren't enjoyable. So I just felt forced, you know. But with this content, I wanna look good, feel good, you know. And I'm excited to be able to film just fitness stuff and challenges and going out and just doing shit with my friends, you know, involving my personality, but just in different content.
Yeah. I mean, from an outsider perspective to this interview as a friend of yours, commiserations, you've done in my eyes, fantastic to get to where you are now compared to where you was. I think whoever used to follow you on Twitter, and obviously who followed your journey and has followed your tweets, there was a stage where you was in a really, really dark place, a really bad place. And now I've got to say you look good, you look fantastic. I've kept up with you on Insta as well, your new weight loss and everything as well, which will all be revealed in January. So go follow his Twitter. It's in the Twitch chat if you haven't already.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, commiserations, and obviously it's amazing that you can come out here and talk about it, because hopefully now this is a stepping stone for a lot of people that can't talk about it.
Yeah. 100%.
So into the camera. Look into the camera.
Yeah, 100%. What we're meant to be saying.
No, so I want you to, you've dealt with this, you've been through this, in sort of just give a message to, to sort of say that it's okay to talk about it, man. It's all right to come out. It's all right to talk.
100%.
It's okay.
It is more than okay. If anything, I feel like personally, it makes you feel like a stronger person. Well, it makes you a stronger person, and it just shows that if you're able to talk about your stuff, and it is okay to, don't let anyone try to push you away from it. And if someone gives you a very blunt and rude answer, they're just not the right people to talk to. But 100% talk to your mum, talk to your dad, or talk to whoever you feel comfortable around, and do talk. It is most definitely important. Don't keep it in, because that's what escalates it, makes it worse, and it's not a good idea to let it get worse. People do care, and people will listen. Like, if anyone ever needs to chat to someone, my DMs are always open. I'm always open to talk to people and help them as much as I can.
Likewise for me as well, guys, and obviously for everybody at Pushing Media, the whole team is open to discuss these things. Jamie, it's okay not to be okay. The thing that we put in the tweet, obviously, I think that's such a vital line sentence for people that go through this, because people just think it's normal sort of to go through this and struggle. Like, I think a lot of people, I'm pretty sure you've probably felt that it was just, it's normal to be like this at one stage.
Yeah. Mate, it got to a point where I was like, this is going to sound so deep, where what is it like to be happy again?
Yeah.
Like, it got to a point where being down and being like just constantly having a negative outlook on everything, I just forgot what it was like to be happy and wake up and be like, oh my God, today's a good day. You know what I mean? Obviously, it just becomes your mind, isn't it? It just becomes how you just think, is this how I'm going to live my life? You know what I'm saying? Feeling like this. It's not fun.
And obviously with the break you've took now, you can literally see. And as you said, you're looking down Twitter and you're visualizing everything completely differently. Like, it's so mad how people talk and how they act. But to everybody that sees it day to day, it's so normal.
Oh, like, yeah.
It's a normal thing these days to just look at and see. And now you've took your time out, you can see it yourself.
Oh, mate. Oh, I'm not going to name names, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But there are a couple people that I have seen and that I've got on my Snapchat as well. And obviously, I used to be like it, right? So I'm not saying you're a twat doing this, etc. But it would just be like, I'll just see people say shit like, fuck you, you're a cunt, blah, blah, blah. Go at people's family members, or say, like, I don't know, just so many shit. Just be so toxic to one another. And going back to it, you just feel like the energy coming onto you, if that makes sense. And you can just feel your head just turning into that negative, like, I don't know, the toxicity. I don't know, man. It's horrible. It really is. It just is,
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'm not going to say commiserations this time because it was the wrong word to use, as I've got pulled about it, thanks Twitch chat. But congratulations, obviously, on coming back and everything.
Thank you.
And the work, what you've done for yourself and everything, it's been fantastic. So nothing but a congratulations to you, buddy. And I'm very excited for your return in January, man. It's going to be lit. I think everybody wants you back. It's been, we missed a little bubbly Sam.
Yeah, of course he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? No, joking. Yeah, no, but I'm gassed. I'm gassed to come back and speak. I don't know. Just gassed to be back and everything. You know what I'm saying? And just be like it was normally was, before everything went down, before everyone went left. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't know, man. I'm so excited, so excited.
Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Of course, can.
Okay, my Discord's just messing up yet again. But I'm very, as I said, I'm glad that you're back. It's going to be lit. A little message in case no one's reading, switch that to what Kobe put then. I made a Discord, me and Reese, for anybody that needs to chat to someone. Sam, I've been through this last year. It's hard. I'm going to send you the link in DM. I'd love to give you the support role because I think you can help out a lot. He has just put the Discord.
Okay, bro. I'll join that now. I'll join that as we speak.
Kobe, that is amazing. Well done to you and Reese. Obviously, that's a great thing you're doing for the community. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode, Sam. I want to thank you, obviously, for coming out and talking.
Yes. Thank you for having me, man. And thank you to whoever agreed to having me on. Thank you. One thing, though, I did read from Shep. I'll send you some merch out. When shall we announce you? Slide in my DMs, boy. No. I fucking love you, Shep. I love you, Shep.
He said it, Shep. Slide in his DMs. Get this, man.
You never know. You never know, Shep. Slide in the DMs. We can talk.
You never know. But obviously, Sam, thank you for coming out and talking about this. It's never easy. As we said, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. So, I mean, yeah, congratulations. And obviously, thank you for taking the time out and being brave enough to come out and talk. Hopefully, this has helped a lot of people, which we might not be aware of that it's helped them, but hopefully it has.
Even if it's just expanded some people's knowledge on what it is and how it can feel for them. They don't even have to go through it. Just if they've got someone in their life that is going through it and now they're more knowledgeable on it, or granted it wasn't the best, obviously, information, but even if it can help someone a little bit, that's all that matters.
100%, man. It's the cycle that goes around, but it is the cycle that you will break, my good sir. To anyone going out there that is fighting it, you're not alone. There's places that can help us, people that can help. Just turn to the right people, talk to the right people, and obviously don't bottle it up, because that's when, it becomes a whirlwind of badness.
Yeah, man.
But, guys, this is going to do it for this episode. Sam, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, at Sam Reset, or Instagram, at sam.welch66. That will be changed. Depending on, I'm just trying to think of my rebrand. Might just call myself at Sam Reset. I don't know. Or Sam Fitness. Fuck knows. But yeah, just for the moment, it's sam.welch66. Or, as Jamie just put in, Sam Reset.
100%. And one more time, thank you for coming out and talking, good sir. We all look forward to your return.
As do I. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Brad.
Thank you, guys, for tuning in. Obviously, this episode has been a bit of a whirlwind itself. It's a very special subject to talk about, and obviously, the Discord doesn't love us today, so no. It's been a very weird one. But thank you for the support, nevertheless, and thank you guys for staying in and obviously asking Sam questions. It's always appreciated.
Thank you.
And of course, thank you to Socially Esports for powering this podcast, powering this one camera podcast. But no, seriously, shout out to Socially, shout out to Pushing Media, shout out to Sam, all the guys that work behind Pushing Media as well. I believe next week we will not be airing an episode on Monday because Sir Conor Mez will be in Malta, so I will be returning late at night on the Monday. So next week's episode will be on the Tuesday, but of course you can keep up to date with that on the Pushing Media Twitter, which you can find in the Twitch chat. And obviously, if you scroll down as well, you can find everything about the YouTube, Social Esports, and obviously, our Twitter down there as well in case you missed it. But nevertheless, guys, that is going to be it for episode 5. It's been a banger of one. Of course, a big shout out to Sam for talking about his mental health, and hopefully this has helped a lot of you guys as well. But for now, we will catch you next week. See you later.
See ya. Have a good day.